Do you buy the Apple iPhone 17 for $800 or save $200 and grab the iPhone 17e for $600? Because on paper, they really look similar. Same processor, similar main camera, nearly identical battery life. So is the extra $200 actually worth it? I review phones for a living, and after spending time with both, the answer really comes down to a few key differences. So if you're trying to decide which one to put in your cart or which one to ask for at the Apple Store, here's the short version. I want to start with what's pretty much exactly the same between the iPhone 17 and iPhone 17e. Apple didn't cheap out on the performance for the 17e. Both phones run the same A19 processor, so everyday app usage feels basically identical. Having the same chip also probably plays a role in these phones having similar battery lives. In my testing, the iPhone 17 lasted 12 hours and 47 minutes, while the 17e hit 12 hours and 35 minutes. That's a difference of about 10 minutes, which is essentially negligible by my standards. Side note, if you're into battery testing, be sure to check out the Tom's Guide Battery Test series here on the channel for the latest rankings. The iPhone 17e's biggest upgrade arguably is MagSafe, so now it has more in common with the rest of the iPhone family when it comes to charging and accessory support. You also get the same 48 megapixel main camera, which means the core photography experience is very similar. If you're mostly taking standard photos, portraits, food, pets, sunsets, you won't see a big difference, but I'll talk about the camera differences that actually do matter in just a few minutes. Both phones also include the action button. Some people love it, some people ignore it, but in case you're coming from an iPhone without it, it's basically just a shortcut button that you can assign to whatever you want. So to recap, if performance, the main camera, and battery are what you care about most, the cheaper phone already covers a lot of the basics. The first and biggest difference is the display. The iPhone 17e has a 6.1-inch 60Hz display with a notch. The iPhone 17 has a larger 6.3-inch display with dynamic island and 120Hz refresh rate. And if you've ever used 120Hz phones before, going back to 60Hz feels rough. Honestly, in 2026, a $599 phone with 60Hz and a notch feels very dated. The next big difference is camera versatility. The iPhone 17 includes an ultrawide, while the 17e only has a single lens. That means no dramatic landscape shots, no tight indoor group photos, and fewer creative shooting options. The iPhone 17 also supports spatial photos and spatial video, which the iPhone 17e can't do. And there are a couple smaller non-deal breaker differences too. For example, the iPhone 17 has the camera control button, which the iPhone 17e doesn't. So while the core experience is similar, the iPhone 17 definitely has more features and flexibility. Here's the part where I have to be honest as someone who reviews phones all year. As much as it's a great value for an iPhone, some of the compromises on the iPhone 17e feels pretty aggressive in the scope of the entire smartphone market in the year 2026. A single camera, a 60Hz display, and a notch. For example, the Google Pixel 10a and the Nothing Phone 4a Pro both offer multiple lenses, hole-punch selfie cameras, smoother displays. The Nothing Phone even pushes up to 144Hz, and did I mention both are $100 less? So if you're not locked into iOS, there are definitely some interesting alternatives out there that give you more modern hardware for a lower price. No matter what you decide though, check the deals. Because if you can find the iPhone 17 discounted or on carrier trade-in, that $200 price gap can really shrink fast. And if the difference drops closer to $100, the upgrade becomes a lot easier to justify. I'll drop the best deals I could find in the description below. If this video helped you decide between the iPhone 17 and 17e, hit like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments which one you'd pick. I'm John V. Thanks for watching.